Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's market updates. My name is Edmund. Today is Wednesday, 13th of January 2021, and let us have a quick look at the economic calendar and also other major economic or political news which are coming out from the US and, of course, coming out from the UK. In terms of the economic calendar, we just have some minor data coming out from Europe. The German wholesale price index data coming at 3 p.m. and ECB President Christine Lagarde will be speaking at 5 p.m. Towards the evening sessions, we will be having the industrial production numbers from for the Eurozone, and of course, the main focus will be on core consumer price inflation data coming out at 9:30 p.m. from the US. So towards 11:30 p.m. For those who are trading crude oil instruments, please watch out for the 11:30 p.m. crude oil inventories data. So, looking at it in the US, vaccine distribution is still pretty slow, and this will definitely have a pullback on the economic recovery in the US and also globally. So, looking at the US dollar index over the last 24 hours, we can see that the US dollar index actually started to weaken after being bullish since last week. Okay, so last week on 6th of January, this was a Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, the US dollar has been strengthening from 89.20 levels all the way to about 90.70 levels. Okay, so for yesterday, for yesterday on a Tuesday, the major move was the pullback from about 90.50 levels all the way down to current levels of about 89.91. So with the US dollars major move for Tuesday, which is a bearish move, we do see the UK pound rising yesterday from a low of about 1.35, just one second, 1.3520 levels, all the way to a high of 1.3667 levels. Okay, so the strengthening of the UK pound is partly due to the weakening of the US dollar and also partly due to Bank of England's central bank governor Andrew Bailey mentioning that the Bank of England are not keen on negative interest rates. Okay, so moving on to gold news. Gold prices was trading in a consolidating manner, chopping between a low of about 1,837 US dollars and also a high of 1,863 US dollars. Okay, so we're going to be having a look at the MT4 chart shortly. But in terms of news, there was no major news driving gold prices yesterday. So the gold prices was mostly in a consolidative fashion. Okay. Major mover for the last, I would say, 2 months already was crude oil prices rising from a low of about 34 US dollars to current prices of about $53 and 80 cents. Okay, so the major rise, of course, of crude oil prices a couple of months back ago was due to the announcement that Pfizer has already found a vaccine, and this was announced on the 9th of November. Okay, so as of now, the vaccines are already in distribution phases throughout the world, and of course, with expectations that most of the community will be vaccinated, demand for travel and also demand for energy, such as crude oil, will rise. Okay, so those are the fundamental news, and of course, crude oil prices for yesterday rose from a low of about 52.11 cents all the way to the current highs of $53 and 79 cents. Okay, so aside from the vaccine distribution, we also had news that Saudi Arabia announced that they will be also reducing oil production coming in the months of February and March. So, with a reduction of supply and demands expected to increase, again, that is the second factor that is driving crude oil prices up. Okay, again, for those who are trading the crude oil financial instruments or even trading on the USD Canadian dollar, please watch out for tonight's crude oil inventories data coming out at 11:30 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time. Okay. So moving on to the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the equity indices in the US has gone a bit quiet as they are still trying to ascertain how is the political situation in the US, especially with the recent Capitol Hill riots caused by Donald Trump. Okay, so Dow Jones Industrial Average trading in a tight range between about 31,100 levels and a low of about 30,900 levels. Okay, so yesterday for the US equity indices, it was pretty much consolidating. Okay, so Yeah, so a quick look at the MT4 charts. Again, we have run through most of the economy data in terms of news and events, fundamental news, and of course, again, we are looking at the technical charts. This will be the Dow, the sorry, this will be the US dollar index. Again, the major move was down, and the major move for the UK pound was bullish, and of course, for the euro dollar, it was also bullish yesterday after finding support at 1.2136 levels. The euro dollar started to strengthen. Yeah, yesterday at about 10 p.m. local Malaysia time, from 1.2137 levels all the way up to 1.2207 levels. Okay, so this was a 70 pips move up before currently going quiet. Okay, so again, a quick look at crude oil prices. Crude oil prices, if you look at the daily charts, it was at a low of about $34, well, much lower than 34, somewhere between $33 and 88 cents. This was back in down here below. Okay, this was on the 2nd of November, and of course, it's been on a bullish run on the daily charts all the way to current highs of $53.80. And 80 cents. And of course, if you look back at the 4-hour charts, you can see the gradual rise, and back on the 1-hour charts, we can also see the bullish uptrend. Okay, so with the with the crude oil prices strengthening, we will definitely be seeing Canadian dollars weakening. Sorry, Canadian dollar strengthening from that period of time. Okay, over here, way back in sometime in the 2nd of November. So the Canadian dollar has strengthened against the US dollar from about, let's see, this is 1.337 levels all the way to current levels of 1.2710. Okay, so again, every day, pretty much plenty of activity happening on the markets. And of course, last 2 days, we saw Bitcoin prices dropping from a high of 41,959 US dollars. This was on last Friday, okay? And on a Monday, it touched a low of 30,241, and currently it's trading about 33,800 levels. So Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, pretty much extremely volatile, and of course it has risen by more than 300% from 2020 all the way until current levels. Okay, so in 2020, in the year 2020, it was just trading at a low of about, well, I would say somewhere here. This is still in July. Okay, so again, Bitcoin's meteoric rise is largely due to the fact that a lot of investors or hedge funds are viewing Bitcoin as a possible alternative safe haven asset. Okay, so over here, down at March the 8th, it was as low as 3,623 US dollars, and of course, it has risen to about 42,000 US dollars just last Friday. Okay, so meteoric rise. So again, let's watch out for this afternoon's market and also this evening's US market session to decide where the major currency pairs and also the major commodities major direction. Okay, so have a good day ahead. Take care. I'll see you again tomorrow for the next market updates. Thank you and good day.